Was doing some research on the concealed carry permits reciprocities between states, and that means the recognition of states' permits in other states. I'm a resident of Arizona, and I have an Arizona concealed carry permit. That's governed by the Arizona Department of Public Safety. They have a department for concealed weapons permits. And when you go to that web page at that address, you can find the chart of reciprocity, and we've got the list of the states going down on this side. Then here we have the states that we have a written agreement with, the states that we don't have a formal agreement but they recognize our permit, and then of course we have the states that don't recognize our permit. And of course we expect to see things like California, Illinois, Hawaii, Washington, D.C. There's a couple other states up there on the New England states that don't recognize anybody's permits. But I was surprised to see Oregon, which has, I always thought, pretty decent gun laws. So that surprised me. Of course, we were doing a video about a Utah CCW permit, and Utah has a little different way of showing their reciprocity. Again, it's done through the Department of Public Safety, but they have a map here, and the black states are the ones that have the formal written agreement. The blue states are states without the formal agreement, but they do recognize the Utah permit, and then the white states are not going to recognize the permit. And again, these are states that typically don't recognize anybody's permits for the most part. But again, we see Oregon doesn't recognize Utah's either. And that got me concerned. So I went to investigate. I really couldn't find anything about Oregon's reciprocity. But I think it turns out the reason for that is it's basically done by the county in Oregon. So it's up to the sheriff to approve or not what they call a CHL, a concealed handgun license. So anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. A state that has pretty decent gun laws actually has kind of an interesting interaction with other states. Now, I did talk to Haas about this. He lives up in Oregon, and I guess they almost passed universal reciprocity recently. So hopefully in the future they'll follow through on that, and we'll see Oregon as either a black state or a blue state here, and again move that check mark over to one of these other columns that's a little more friendly to us from Arizona. Anyway, just kind of an interesting little tidbit. Might be a good spark for some discussion. As always, thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.